G'day, g'day, and welcome back to Mel's Crafty Paper Place. Thank you for stopping by today. Today I am starting my first layout with Ginger's Corners, 20 base pages in 20 days YouTube hop. It's all about using up your base pages that you have created during the year or have had sitting around in your cupboard for a little while in your stash, like myself. Mine have been in there for probably a couple of years, so really pleased to be using them. Now, I did explain all where my pages came from and everything in my previous videos, so I won't go on about that too much. This is my first layout, and this one is a double page layout, which is using the page maps from July 2020, and it's a lovely layout. I have gone off the rails a little bit for that one, but I will show you what I have done so far, and I have done a fair bit of work just to keep my video not so long, because I do make long videos and I don't edit them. I just press the record button and you get what you get. So as you saw in my previous video, I have had my base pages already done. So I am just embellishing. I sometimes may add extra layers of paper as well, like on this one. It did have some circular elements in the center of the page and to the right. A lot of florals, embellishments down the center here. And embellishment cluster to the left, sort of central, and to the right, so sort of like the three through there. I made my circular elements a little bit bigger, and I used some craft paper cardstock for that. I'm just going to glue this one while we're chatting away, because it had a lot of straight lines, and I just felt it needed a bit of softening. And it's my layout, so I can do whatever I want, hey? So I used the Martha Stewart like circle doily maker thing. I don't even know what it's called. Hang on, I'll show you. I've got it just here. I'm not sure exactly what it's called. I know it's by Martha Stewart. Patent pending, don't know what it's called, can't remember, but you adjust the size here of like the circle that you want to make, and here, and it's held by a magnet, very strong magnet, in the middle, and you put your punch there and you just move it and punch around and make big doilies from 6 inches to 12 inches, so really cool. I have used that a few times in the past so that I can make bigger doilies, like bigger ones. I'm not a huge fan of the thin paper doilies. I use them, but I'm not a huge fan. I like the uniquely created ones. They're quite nice. They have a lovely pattern on them and stuff like that, but some of them I'm just not a big fan of. They're very thin. The pattern, sometimes there's not a very good pattern on them as well. That I don't know, I'm just not a huge fan. But, you know, that's okay. So I did add some craft cardstock, a big doily here. I made mine 8 inches in diameter, so it's quite big. I did a little one down here. Actually, for these little ones down here, I used my dies. They're all different, so they are all different. I've got one here which is probably about maybe 3 inches in diameter. Let me have a look here. Yeah, about 3. And this one's a little bit bigger. This one's about 4.5 to 5. This one over here, so it's a little bit bigger. Now my photos, I cut down. I'll leave that there because I need to measure something else. I cut down and I matted all of my photos, and I raised them all on foam, so they're all popped up. I trimmed this one here. I trimmed all of the wall off here. So that's 4x4, and this is about a 5-inch wide one. I trimmed this one down about 3/4 of an inch or something like that. Yeah, so it's 3.5 instead of 4, so only half an inch off that one. And then I trimmed the wall off of these ones as well. So yeah, I'm really happy with that. Now I did make some flowers. They're a little bit bright. Didn't have the perfect matching colour. I do have some flowers in this collection, but these are the only packet of flowers I have for 2 big paper pads and also a 6x8. So I didn't want to use them all on my very first layout. But I think what I will do in the future is I will go through and just make lots of different sized single coloured flowers. But I did just want to move the colours throughout the whole of layout. Everything's got lots of different colour to it. I titled it Hello Paris because this is when, I think when we arrived or the next day. I remember, I think this might be actually the second day in Paris, or these are the first and then these were the second, because I was terribly sick. I spent the whole first day in bed. I was sick as a dog. So Joe went out and was just roaming the city, which was really good because he said, oh, let's go here. He showed me all around, so it was really good. So this is when we arrived. So it was really nice. It's lovely. We just went, that's why I think these were the second day when we went out walking around the city. So they were beautiful, but the first ones of when we just got to our hotel and we snapped a shot there. So on my little doily over here on the left, I have also, some of this ephemera is absolutely huge. So I have popped a very big red leaf there. And I found this little label here which says peaceful day, and it was a lovely peaceful day. We had a lovely day. I made a multicolored flower which I'm going to use to cover up my little naked hole there, because I am not going to put any string or anything like that on it. I'm just going to tuck the flower there. I found a camera from somewhere random in my stash. I think I'm going to pop it around here somewhere, just under the flower a little bit. And then I've also pulled from the set with the camera, that's actually a random thing that I have. Actually, it is Simple Stories Homespun. I have no idea how old that is. I picked that up in my second-hand lot that I got recently. And these little chipboard flowers are from there as well, which I'm thinking just to pop there. They're chipboard stickers. And I've got these little double layered butterflies as well. So I'm going to use those as embellishments as well. So I've kind of got some idea. I want to bring in a little bit of green over here as well. Can't see much through under there. Now the sketch had some embellishment through the middle here. I find it really hard to do that, but I have done my best. I'm not that great, but I glued a couple of flowers here with a maple leaf, or maple shaped leaf. I've cut it in half actually. I've put half there, and I'm going to put the other half here on this side, because these will be apart a little bit in any case. So in the album, so you know, that's okay. This is the other half of the leaf. I'm thinking I have glued this one down as well. I'm thinking just to pop it like there underneath. So I think I'll do that. And then I've just got I've got some different coloured hearts from that homespun ephemera as well, which goes not too badly actually. So let me pop in there. Hope the lighting's okay. I'm filming it in the evening, in the night time, so hopefully it's all okay. Saxon's gone to bed. We've still got everyone else pottering around, so if you hear people pottering around, that'll be my other children. And then over here I wanted to sort of move it over and up and down a little bit. So put my title, Hello Paris. I wanted a big white title for Paris, big white alpha, and that's as big as I've got. So I popped that there, and I've popped another maple, I'm going to call them maple leaf, there. I've also got I wanted to bring the pink from that side over, so I've popped I've glued a big pink leaf, a giant one there. And I've also got some flowers in that I'm going to put around as well. So I thought I would do that with you. So I think I might start over here on the left. I might glue this flower down. So this hop that Ginger is having is something I believe she does every year. I watched it last year that she did, and I love watching people make base pages and make kits and page kits and all that kind of thing. So I watched them all last year. Oh, some fantastic inspiration in there, and it's nice that everyone does something a little bit different, you know. Everyone's got their own take when they scrapbook. It's such a good hobby for that, because when you make a jumper, they're pretty much all the same. Like if you're going to knit a jumper, it all looks the same. But when you do scrapbooking, it's because everyone's got their own creative ideas. It always turns out so different. It's so nice. Right, I'm going to stick him there. He's gripping. So I'm going to pop the camera down here. But Ginger will have, on her Facebook page, she will have also I believe she's going to be having a giveaway. I believe that's on her Facebook page. So pop on over there and check that out, Ginger's Corners Facebook page. And there should be some information on there for you to enter her giveaway. She does a lot of giveaways, which is really, really lovely and a lot of fun. So join in the fun and be in with the chance to win a little something. Well, actually a big something. If it's Ginger, it's a big something. So, you know, win a big something. I'm here in Australia, so we should probably start one out here, shouldn't we? Like a giveaway, like a blessings box. That would probably be a cool idea, actually, because then we can post to here in Australia, like maybe Australia and New Zealand, because postage to America is just ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. So it's kind of out of reach for us over here, but maybe I should start one over here. It might be a good idea, because we've all got stuff in our stash that other people can use. I know I have. I have. Here we go, and I'm going to put my little butterfly just down the bottom here, I think. Am I in camera? Just sneaking down the bottom here. I'm just going to glue. He's a bit soft. I wonder if it's like gluey on the back. I'm not sure if these are sticky or what, these butterflies. I'm just going to whack it on there. Just there. And they're like soft material. Like I don't know what it would be, like a calico type thing. And they're such a lovely colour. They're just very neutral. There we go. I'll just make sure his bottom bit stays down. Here we go. And I might pop the heart out. I'm just going to let I could pop that up on me. Quite like that. Or there. I could pop it just there. I do like that too. I might pop it just to the side there. Oh, these are stickers, aren't they? So I'll peel the back off. So in my link, in my description box down below, there will be a link to Ginger's Corner, her Facebook page, and the playlist. It's a one-click playlist, so it'll take you straight there, and it'll you'll be able to just go right through all of the ladies that are participating from all over the world, which is another cool thing with scrapbooking. I might just put on a slant a little bit there. There we go. Right, I'm happy with that. Now over here I've glued these down and they've stuck pretty well. I'm thinking I might put, I've got a red leaf there, and a red heart there. I've got another red heart. I might put another red heart in the middle here with a butterfly. What do I want? I want a dark blue one. I've glued that one down. Have I glued that flower? Yeah, I've glued that flower. Oh, how many butterflies have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 5. I wonder if I want 5. Yeah, maybe. Maybe I'll put this butterfly up here. Just there. Yeah, I like that. I might put that up there. And this butterfly down here with the heart. Like down the bottom here. Oh, I've got a little flower too if I want to play with that. A yellow heart. I don't know whether I'll end up using the yellow heart. I've got all different colours. That green doesn't really go. That green's like totally different. Okay. I do have some leaves that I will try and put in with the flowers as well. I haven't played with them yet, so that could be a disaster, but we'll see how that goes. I absolutely love the colourings in this Bungalow Lane by Paige Evans. It's just gorgeous. When I was picking my pictures to go with this, I was just looking at colours. Next time I will have to have a look at also the ephemera that goes with a collection and make sure that like I can use it with this, because a lot of the ephemera, being a like autumn or a fall collection, is all about being at home and cozy and cups of teas and coffees and all those warm things that you do. Well, not us, because we don't really get that cold here, but what you would do in a cooler climate, which is nothing to do with travel. So a lot of it is like, I was going through looking for ephemera and I'm like, oh, this is not going very well. I can't find anything to use, so I'll have to make sure that I look at it a little bit more diligently next time. But I'm sure I'll be able to scrape through. I will be able to use a lot of them when we're like, I have got family photos where we were visiting family and stuff like that. So hopefully I'll be able to get them used. But for like these travel ones, I was looking, they're just, it's no, not happening. But that's okay. I'll just make crazy bright flowers to get me through. It's all good. There we go. Just pop a little butterfly there. Make sure he's all stuck. He's all stuck. I may have to, I'm not sure what's on the back. They've got a film. It doesn't feel sticky. I don't think so. I'm not sure if it peels off or not. I'm not sure. Here we go. That one. These in the bin. I have got some of these lovely leaves and they come in different sizes. I've got small, medium and large. I may put some of those around. I'll just have a look after, I think, because I've just got, I may not need them. I'm not sure yet. Alright, I'll put my little penny back in here. There we go. Okay. So that's my left side just about done. What I'll do is I'll move my little blue side over, my right side. Now, done it. No, I haven't stuck that one down yet. That one's not stuck yet. There we go. Alright, let's stick those down. It's got little flowers too, actually. Oh, green, yellow. So do you have any base pages? Do you make base pages? I do. Sometimes, as I said in my other videos, sometimes I just like to play with paper and not do all of this. I just like to play with paper sometimes. Find it very relaxing. And sometimes I just want to play with a paper pad and just make pages to use at a later date when I feel like doing the rest of it. Yeah, sometimes I just like to play with paper. Especially if I'm not feeling super creative. You know, sometimes when you lose your mojo, you just want to do a little something, but not. For me, it's not the whole hog, like the whole thing sometimes. I'll stick that butterfly just there. Just pressing down. It'll be nice to use these up though, and I have still got lots left. I've still got probably another 30 base pages. Maybe I should continue on and keep going. Maybe I will. I'll see how I go. There we go, that one there, that one there. I'm going to put one of these little flowers. I might put that little flower over there. I might do that. Depends what I'm doing. Depends what I feel like. Let the wind take me whichever way it wants to go. Oh, like this flower floating around. There we go. Okay, I'm going to move up to my maple leaf next, I think. Now this big flower, I do tell lies. I have put my journaling spot down here. And I'm just going to write, you know, this is my first day of walking around. I was so sick that first day. I was all day in bed. And I'd been sick before we even went. And we went across on the train from Italy to Paris. So, yeah, I slept on that too. I don't even really remember much of that. And then the first whole day in bed. And I didn't want, Sergio felt bad. I said, look, just go. It's alright, I'm just going to sleep. Just go. It's all good. Make the most of it. So, yeah. And he hadn't been to Paris before, I don't think. So, I think this was his first time in France. Been back to Italy a few times. With his mum and dad and that, so it was nice for him to sort of get out of Italy and see something else. Actually, I think he really enjoyed it. So yeah, we did have plans of going to see, because when we went, I'll back up a little bit. When we flew over, we went via Singapore, and then we stopped for a few days, just because it's such a long haul flight. We stopped for a few days before Italy in Frankfurt in Germany, because we flew with Lufthansa, I think the name was, and we stopped just to like recuperate and get into the like sleep pattern a little bit better, you know, get over the jet lag a little bit. So we spent 3 days there going around, just around Frankfurt there, which was fabulous, really, really good. Then we had the short hop over to Italy. We flew there, so it was really nice. And then when we were there, the Rellies sent us over to Paris for 3 days for our wedding gift, and that was just so lovely. And yeah, we went across on the train. And put this little flower down in there. That was really good too. Like, it was just so beautiful. But it's sort of all, like this was in 2002 that we went over for our honeymoon, and Sergio has been back once since then. He he went with his mum and dad, but took our 3 older children over in 2023. As well, so they all sort of went on like a family trip. I just stayed home with my youngest son, who's autistic. I couldn't see him doing a big 24-hour flight, so I'll let him start on something a little smaller first. Maybe later on when he's older and more grown, I think that might be okay, but not at the moment. So yeah, I did that, and I'm going to put that little, I'm going to put that just there, and maybe another little. I could put this over there actually, or over there. No, I don't like it there. Oh, I might put it up the top there. Yeah, so, but I'd been sick before we went over, and then we went on the train over, and this is really hard to get the back off. There we go. But yeah, I've been so sick. Gosh, I was sick. We nearly didn't go because I was so cooked. But anyway, I don't look the great in this picture here. I look a bit nosy and a bit red and puffy. But anyway, that's alright. Do what you got to do. Just there. I think I'm going to pop that heart just there, and the little butterfly just up there. But it was really good. We just spent 3 days there, so I got a couple of days walking around. The Louvre and Notre Dame which was before the fire, so we saw Notre Dame, which was absolutely beautiful, and the Eiffel Tower, and just around having a look. Did a fair bit of walking actually. We did a lot of walking. Went down, is it the Seine, the River Seine? And yeah, we went down the river, did a little tour thing down the river. It was lovely. Just walked around the streets, ate food, you know, enjoyed ourselves, just relaxed a bit too. We didn't rush it, we just did a little something here and there, and just enjoyed it really for what it was. And then we went back to Italy on the train as well. We'd stayed with Rellies over there because all Sergio's Rellies are still over there, so cousins and aunts and uncles and everyone. So yeah, it was good though. Long time ago now. 23 years. So yeah. So I will put my little writing in there. I will just put in there just a little bit. That was our motel, and just our little day walking around. I won't go too involved. I will put more journaling on my other layouts of when we've got there, because I've got pictures of the Eiffel Tower and all of that, so I can put it all on that. So spread out the journaling. I'm just going to pop that under there a little bit. Stick, pressing it down. There we go. And then I've got another little flower here I'm going to put towards the bottom. Just at the bottom here, I think. Quite like that just out there actually. Should I do a different colour? I did yellow. I've done all the other ones, haven't I? Green. I think there's only that funny green left. I think I'll stick with red. I could put that up there, or I could put that one on there. I might do that this time since I didn't do it over the side. Let's be daring and put it up on the photo. It's being very wild, isn't it? If I can get the backing off, that'll be good. Goodness me. Sorry about that. But yeah, leave a comment in the box below, leave a comment if you like, if you do, because that's the only way we can communicate, if you do base pages as well, or if you've never done them, it can be a bit, I think sometimes people think that they can't find, they're scared they won't be able to find photos to go with it. I have never had that problem, never had that issue. Oh, but I've always got photos, always. I never run out of photos. Alright, this is my last chipboard piece. Goodness me. Last one. Come on, you can do it. Oh, just got to get the right little bit there. There we go. There we go. Last little bit of backing. Okay. And this is a flower. This is a bit bigger, this flower. Should I put in here? And I'll put the butterfly up there. Yeah. Why don't I do that? I'm just going to lift the little petals up a little bit. And put it under there like that. There we go. And then I'm going to glue the butterfly just down there. I could put the butterfly up there, actually, instead of down there. Yeah, I might put the butterfly, or I could put it over there. I think I'll put it over there. It seemed to be sticking alright, so I'm just making sure I put plenty of glue on there. Making sure that has good contact with my page. Get my tweezers around the right way. There we go. I think that's all I'm going to do. I think I've already got the gems on there, so in the middle of the flowers, so I don't really want to put any further gems around. I'm quite happy just with those ones sprinkled throughout the layout, and they're ginormous as well, these green ones. There we go. But they're good for the centre of the flowers. I quite like them in the centre. Alright, now where'd my pin go? Just clean my nozzle off. And that'll be my first layout for the base, using 20 base pages in 20 days with Ginger's Corner. I hope you play along and use up some of those base pages you're hiding in your stash. Dig around, find some photos. I'm sure you'll be able to find something. There we go. So that's my first layout. I hope you like it. And I hope it inspires you to pop into your stash and see what you can check out, get some photos. See if you can get some photos and finish off your page and use it, so it's not just sitting there unused. There we go, I'm quite happy with that. My flowers are pretty bright, sort of lifting the colour up a little bit. Probably a bit too much, but that's okay. I needed it, especially because I know that I felt so crook in this photo. I wanted some brightness on the page. There we go. So that's the first page. I will see you again tomorrow, and I hope you scrap along, and we'll see you again tomorrow with Ginger's Corner, and using 20 base pages in 20 days from the 1st of November to the 20th of November. If you can't do 20, just do whatever you can, because any page is another page done, so it's really good. I'd love to see you again tomorrow, so thank you for stopping by today. If you like my video, if you could give me a thumbs up, that'd be fantastic. And leave a comment down below of whether you have any base pages in your stash. Thank you again for stopping by. I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye.